Welcome to my channel. My name is Lee Irvin. We own a landscaping company here in Jasper, Alabama. Today I'm going to go over some of the equipment that we run. We're going to be running for our 2025 season. This is our setup video. First off, I got a skid steer that I won from an auction. I got a Z950 John Deere lawnmower. I have a remote control lawnmower. I have a standard 652R John Deere lawnmower and a H10 mini excavator. I bought this skid steer from an auction here in Alabama. It has done pretty well for me. I've done a lot of jobs with it, several landscaping jobs. The hours on it read 57.8 hours, which is still new. Like I said, I just got it this year, this past year, and we've done probably 4 landscaping jobs with it and everything. I had to put a fuel pump system on it because it kept running hot and acting like it was surging for fuel and everything. So I stuck one of them on there, and man, it's been great. As you can tell, I did my whole driveway and everything with it. I put gravel down and everything. And what we're going to do is we're going to build another building right out here in the front. I'm going to move the garage over here on this other side, and we're going to put a 30 by 40 building all right here, which is going to do 3-car garage. We'll be able to pull our equipment in there, pull our box truck in there and everything, and clean up the place a little bit around the property and everything. So okay, next we have is a Z950 M. It's the mulch on the man deck and everything. I think it's got like the 25 horsepower engine, Kawasaki engine on it. I like this mower. It does really good. My employee, he's the one that runs it all the time and everything, because I run the stand-ons. I love the mower and everything. I love everything about it. What I don't like about it is the mulch on the man. Like I said, these mowers are a couple years old. We try to trade out as much as we can, but the way prices are going up on all the equipment and everything, it makes it really hard to try to change out as often as we used to. You know, like nowadays, these are a $20,000 machine, when 4 years ago I got it for like 13. So you got a big jump in pricing and everything. That's why we stick with trying to just keep these maintenance free, keep everything cleaned up on them. And what I've done is I've painted the decks and everything, just to try to help from rusting and everything. And as you can tell, I got it all over the rim on that tire right there, which, I mean, if you know lawn care and everything, springtime, that bad boy is going to be clogged up with grass and everything in it anyway. So we just try to do little things to try to keep a good appearance of the equipment that we're running too, so we don't look so shady out there taking care of customers' yard and everything. So up next, what we have here is the LHR HT550. This is a remote control lawnmower that I picked up in the auction, just like I did the mini skid steer. This thing is going to take care of our properties that we maintenance and everything at the marina up on the lake. The banks and slopes and everything on the marina, I mean, they're terrible. They're about 55 degrees. This thing is pretty cool. It's got a 224cc gas engine on it. It has an alternator that's down there in the bottom, if you can see. While the engine's running, it'll keep the battery charged up. Has a electric drive system that runs it, so not even the engine running, you can move it around. So let me try that real quick for you. See, I can move it around when the engine's not running, to load it up on the box truck, trailer, wherever we need to load it up, take it to each part of the sections that we're going to cut and everything. Pretty cool little deal. It has actuators where it'll raise and lower the deck. Let me see. See if I can get it to do it. Get up here in the front. See, as it's going down, to change the heights, raise it back up. Has headlights on the front of it, so you can run it later in the dark, in the evening hours. Here's the back panel on it. So it's showing 19% on the battery, which it jumps back to 80% when you're not touching it or whatever. So the power to turn it on and off, to stop the engine, to start it. Here's your lights, so you can click it on. Come up here to the front, you see you have lights and everything. Pretty cool. My kids, they really get a kick out of it. They're like riding it around in the yard like it's some souped up RC car, which, I mean, who wouldn't? It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool looking. So we're going to try it out this year and see how it does on our properties. Like I said, we do them properties up there, and I got 2 employees, man, and they spend about 25 hours up there weeding them banks and everything. So if this will take a little bit off of them, that's going to be great, because I'd rather much be cutting grass with like my fingers and everything than using a weed eater, because that's pretty tough on your old back and everything. So we're going to give it a shot this year, try it out, and yeah, that's it. It is made by Land Hero Equipment Service. So that's their website and everything, if you want to check them out and everything too. But like I said, I picked it up from an auction. Won the auction. I think it was like $1,400. Wasn't terrible. So I'm hoping that if it knocks our job down in half, I feel like I'm going to be winning on the whole deal and everything. So, all right, well, that's it. We'll go on to the next one. What we have next, we have the standard John Deere. This is a 652R. This is my machine, so I beat it to death. I run the crap out of it. As you can tell, it's been abused, but man, does it do what I want it to do. As far as cutting on hillsides, cutting in the backyard is pretty easy. I like getting off and on the mower quick and easy to pick up trash and paper. So setting down on the set down mower is just kind of aggravating. I'm eventually going to run all my equipment on nothing but standards. But as of right now, this is what we have, and this is what we're working with for this year. This thing is, it's definitely a workhorse. It's definitely been used and abused, but man, it still does a really good job. As you'll notice right here, man, I have got to get some tires. You're pretty much looking like slicks on the back right here, but it still goes. I'm going to probably have a lot of trouble on heels this year because they are pretty slick. Other side, not too terrible, but I think I'm going to purchase some. Probably when the season starts, just go ahead and get a new set of twills for it. I would love to get another mower, and I'm possibly looking at the Bradley mower, because these things right here, as I was saying before on the C950, when you're going from, I bought this thing 3 years ago for like $8,100. Well, now they redesigned them. Now they're like $15,000. And we do really good in our business and everything, but to spend that kind of money on a piece of equipment that you run it like crazy, I think right now, I'm going to run it. If I have any problems with it this year or whatever, I'm really, really looking at that Bradley mower. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on them and reviews and everything. So we'll see how it goes. And all right, here's our next machine. This one is the HT10 high top. It's a Chinese mini skid steer. I didn't buy this in at auction. I bought this one from an individual. I paid about $7,000, maybe $7,500 for it. I can't quite remember. It's been about 4 years ago, and just like the remote control lawnmower and the mini skid from where I'm going to the auction now, man, I wish I'd have waited, because this thing would have saved me about $3,000, because I'm seeing them go online for about $4,000, maybe $4,500, and when I got mine, it was $7,500. Now, Did I do bad on the purchase? No, I don't think so, because I landed about 5 or 6 jobs. I've made about $17,000 off of it so far, and it's a workhorse. It beats a shovel. You know, I've done French drains, water lines, uh, anything, you know, that you can use for digging or whatever. This thing, man, it is not scared. It is not shy to dig anything. I mean, it's a workhorse, you know, and it ain't like your bigger mini excavators with the diesel motors and all that. But as long as you can work it out, feather the dig part of it, I mean, it does great, man. I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, there's been places where I've tried to pull up some big huge roots, and I just have to really get after it, you know, dig more onto the bottom of it, you know, bend it back and forth. It's not just going to snatch anything right out. But like I said, definitely beats a shovel. And I'm almost 40 years. I'll turn 40 this year. So if I can beat a shovel and do it with something like this, hey, I'm all for it. This is what we're running. We run the UD 1400. As you can see up there on top of the hill, I have a NPR. It's a 94 model, has my logo on the side of it and everything. Well, that one, it broke down on me probably about 3 years ago. And now we are running the open cab ones that you know, has the bed, the landscaping bed on the side of it. This thing, man, it's really good. As far as getting in the neighborhoods and everything and turning around and everything, I love it, you know. And it's compact. We got the equipment defender, blower racks, hedge trimmers. I got another rack that I'm gonna be putting right here. It's actually over there on my trailer. From what we used to, I got a 7x16 landscaping trailer, and I got the rack on it as right now. So I'm going to move the rack back over here on this, so it actually has 4. It has a 4 weed eater rack, 2 on the other side for the 2 hedge trimmers. I have the short hedge trimmers, and then I got the ones that fold in and fold out hedge trimmers. And I have the Sure Tank gas jugs. I got the Equipment Defender weed eater winder. We have the tool thing that we put here in the front, and what this does, it just puts our shovels, picks, rakes, all that in the front right here. Just kind of stow it away, that where we got room for the whole deck of the trailer for our mowers. We throw pine straw up on here and everything, throw bags of mulch and everything. So what I've done is, this thing has a pretty heavy gate on it. So as you can see, this cable running down and coming all the way to the end and comes up, I have stuck a winch up underneath it. And so we made life a lot easier for ourselves. And it's really not that slow. And then we got a little lock. Let me get it up. There you go. We just put tension on the wire, and what we do is we just lock her down. Now to go and take it off, what I do is I'll bump it out a little bit, just a little bit, and I'll push on it, creating the tension and where it's going to fall, and just let it go down, and it'll ride all the way back down. Pretty simple. Sure does make it a lot easier when you got, say you're doing 10, 15 yards a day like we are. Man, that's a lot of pulling it off, putting it back on, and just going back and forth with it, man. And it's pretty heavy, so it would really hurt your back if you do that every single day, all day long. So I created that little system right there, made it a lot easier for us and everything. And like I said, we love this piece of equipment as far as the truck goes, and everything runs out good. AC works, heat works. It's an older model. You know, we're a company that likes to save. I have 3 kids. They're in private school and everything. So anything that I can save on the other end, for my family and everything, we're going to definitely do it and everything. Like I said, and this truck has been a great truck and everything. I think I paid like $5,000 for it. So it's been really good. I bought it last year towards the beginning of the season. So we ran almost a full season on it and everything. So now we're going to run it this season and everything. Up next, what we do is we run the steel backpack blowers. I have the BR 800. I think I've had like 3 of them now. I've had the 700. I've had the 600. Really enjoyed the 800. We got some handhelds too or whatever, but mainly we just use this 800 to blow everything off. I mean, even leaf season, the driveways, the sidewalks. We really enjoy the BR 800. Pretty pricey, but man, sure does do the job on anything. So we don't really like the side pull, on it. I've heard a lot of people say there's a certain way, if you pull it right out a little bit and then pull it, it cranks up better. We always just use the original ones in the back. It's just how we operate. So what I wanted to show y'all next is we run steel equipment. Pretty much all our equipment I think we have is steel. I think we run a Echo Edger, and I'll show that here in a little while. What we run though is these steel FS70R weed eaters. Man, they are really good for our company. They're not that expensive, but the reason we like them is because they're so light. Instead of, your 91Rs and your 113s and all that, these things right here, we give them a beating. Like I was saying in the video earlier, we do them banks and stuff at our marina here up in the lake. And like I said, them guys, they spend 25 hours weeding constantly, and they're putting these things to work. I mean, they'll last us about a year and a half, and then we just chunk them out, buy another set. That's why we don't really go with the bigger weed eaters, is because they're so heavy. And my guys, they're like, man. So we get these, and they're a couple pounds lighter. So when you're running all day long, a little bit lighter on the poundage is pretty good. We leave the guards on ours too. We just come to find out that, we just like running them with the guards on them. I know I see a lot of people on YouTube and everything, they run them without the guards, turn them upside down and, edge the driveways and all that. My guys do them even with the guards on them. So we don't even worry about it. They just don't like it slinging back on them all the time. And they've been doing it for years. So we just leave the guards on them. Feel like it might help on the gears on the heads, but it might not. It might be just the same as if you had it on there or not, and just didn't pump out so much string. We don't even do the feed heads or whatever. We use the normal ones that come on them. And we've been very good with it. I just buy several heads, and I'll buy several bump heads and everything for it. So we've been really good, very fortunate. I like the green string. I got some couple other companies out here in my town, they like the darker green string. I really enjoy this string right here. I do like a lot of people do. I'll take it and dump it in some water and everything, try to keep it in better shape and everything. We'll put it back on here, and then we'll run it for a couple days, and then over the weekend I might dump it in water again. So but we never have any problem out of it. I really enjoyed this string right here. I like the edges of it, and it cuts and makes a good cut. It seems like that dark green is so smooth, I don't feel like you get that much of a good cut on the string. So let me know what you think about that too. What's your comments on that part? But really enjoy the light green string from Steel. Next piece of equipment I wanted to show y'all is this HL94K by Steel. It's a hedge trimmer. It's a shorter one. I used to always use the hand hedge trimmers and everything, and there's a company out here at our it's close by to us and everything, and he told me about these shorter hedge trimmers, and man, it has made a world of difference as far as bending over and using the handheld ones. We have the ones that flip out and everything too, the articulate ones, and we use them on our bigger bushes and everything. But as far as our small bushes, just around the house bushes and everything, I'm telling you, man, we love this set right here, and they do a terrific job on them and everything. And we'll change out the blades probably like twice a year. I'll just go on Amazon, and these, I mean, they need change now. I got a new set over there that I'm gonna be putting on it for the first of the season and everything. But yeah, we just instead of sharpening them and everything, you can buy them on Amazon pretty cheap, man, and they're pretty good. I mean, I've had very good life out of them, and I mean, they're really, you know, they're not that expensive, probably 25-30 bucks, and I can get 2 a season, you know. So I really enjoy these sets of hedge trimmers and everything, and like I said, they've been used. All right, what I'm going to talk about next is this year we're going to actually introduce doing pressure washing and soft washing to our company. My son, he's graduating this year and everything. We're going to try to get him some work, and he's going to work in our company, and better for himself is to, hey, let's get him something and let's try him out and see if he can be his own business person as well. So we're going to put in doing driveways, soft washing houses. We can soft wash shingle roofs and everything. We've been letting him watch a lot of YouTube videos on that and everything. This in it has the Titan reels, 250 feet of pressure washing and 250 feet of soft washing. So really good, man. It's got 2 55-gallon tanks on it. It's got a 6-gallon soap tank. It has where you can turn the bleach and soap and water on and everything, the manifold and everything. This thing is from Midwest Washing Equipment. It's we've used it probably about 3 times, and it's been a great machine and everything. I stuck it on the just an old little landscaping trailer that I had, a little 5x10. So we're gonna paint it up this year. Might show some videos of us painting it up, putting some aftermarket wheels on it for him and everything. We might take the gate off the back of it because he said he didn't really like the gate on it or whatever. So we might take it off, clean it up, you know, make it look better for him and everything. I think I got maybe $100 in this trailer when I got it, and that was probably like 7 years ago. So we just stuck it on top of that. That thing has it where you can put it on in the back of a truck, and you can load it and unload it with like some pallet forks and everything. But I told him, let's just stick it on this trailer. He can haul it with his truck and everything, and that way he don't have it left on his truck all the time. So, you know, if he wants to go out or hang out with other people, whatever, on the weekends and stuff, he can just pull it into the shop or pull it into this little carport and keep it out of the weather. It's got I think it's a 20-inch surface sprayer on it. It's the MI-TM. I don't really know too much about pressure washing and everything. Like I said, we just bought this from him. Bought it off our Facebook Marketplace from a guy out in Birmingham, Alabama. So he's done a couple jobs with it. I've done a couple jobs with it. It's pretty good, man. It's got a Honda motor on it and everything. One thing about it though, this cover, man, it just when you go to pull it and crank it, it just breaks the little plastic things inside of it. So I go on Amazon and I get 4 of them for $26. So when that happens, we just keep a couple spare ones in the truck or whatever, and that way if one breaks, we got it on hand. Boom, crank it up and go and keep on working and everything. So we're learning the little machine and everything. It's been pretty good for us and everything. So we're gonna add that to our resume this year and see if we can pick up some from our clients and customers, and hopefully he can branch off and start his own little pressure washing business and everything. So YouTube, thanks again for checking out my channel. This is my first video, so I got a lot to learn on even what to say. I'm probably saying a lot of and huh and, you know, just crazy things that you're not used to saying when you're getting videoed. See, I did it again. So if you would, please like and subscribe on my channel. Like I said, I'm wanting to try to do a lot of recording this year. It's going to be really fun with that remote control lawnmower. My kids, they're getting a kick out of it too and everything. So hopefully that will bring them out to want to do a lot more with the business and with the recording and everything. So we're going to try it out this year and see how it goes. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.